Hello and welcome, my apparently crossing Leaf, because I misspelled crossing in my chat message. Well, we continue Chrono Cross. We turned into a cat. Meow. Last time. So, let's reverse that and not be a cat anymore. Honestly, I'm a bit surprised that we reached that point so fast. I thought that was a bit later in the game, but... That's how you remember the games from your childhood, right? They seem longer than they actually were. Right? You know what I mean, right?
Oh.
It's like...
I did not play that many games.
Yeah, okay, you might not know what I mean. But... It's just... You often remember them being way longer. Is there anything we can do here? Go down? No. I want to go down. No. I would go up. Oh well, let's leave. Just a second there. I gave you a place to sleep and you're leaving without a word of thanks? Sorry, I'm a sudden protagonist. What can I do about that? I'm coming with you. I have a feeling I can get out of here if I tag along. Besides, you won't be able to make it inside that tower alone. I'll open it for you. Sprig joined your party. Character count goes up. You haven't prepared that, right?
I don't
You
have
forgot.
preference.
Okay, yeah, fine. That's okay. Well, let's equip her. I guess with... I think... We go with a side scope, dancing shoes, and the gold earring. I also allocate some elements to her. First, Arrow Blaster. We definitely want Arrow Blaster. Why does she only have level 5 and 6 slots?
Magic.
That's a bit bad. That's not how it should be. Wait, we can't even go to level 6, I believe, right? Oh yeah, we can. We have one level 6 spot. Huh. Okay, strange. But well, here we go. The quality.
Should be my internet connection, I think.
Hopefully.
Because it's loading here right now. Yeah, it's back.
Okay.
Because I opened Chrome and that.
Ah, okay.
Open 2 tabs of Twitch.
Yeah, 2 tabs of Twitch is a bit much. For your old gherkin.
No, it's the Wi-Fi connection that
Yeah.
was a bit heavy for it.
And
Because that's the laptop. That's independent from my PC.
yeah. In Germany we call something that's old an old cucumber, basically. And cucumber would be Gurke. Okay, we can't get the stone off. I think we have to go higher here. Yeah, there's a stone there. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. There we go. This place is wild. Also, did you notice that the water flows upwards?
Yeah.
Or is it? Maybe we are upside down. You know, in a case like this, what would be more likely? You and everything around you, and everyone around you, basically, being upside down, or the water flowing upside down? I think it's more likely that the one thing that is strange is going in the wrong direction, not everything else.
Yeah.
We found Revive! Don't really have the slots for that right now, but that's good. A second Revive always appreciate it. So open the door. Ihr hat très late, no? Come on, Mr. Lynx. Mr. No, Monsieur. Monsieur Lynx, let's go. We don't have the time to be dawdling here. We may truly get lost in time. I can't afford to lose you just yet. I'm not Lynx. You are no longer such. You are Monsieur Lynx. Allons, regarde-toi. Was that right? Or was it regarde?
Regarde-toi.
And that means... I mean,
Look
allons...
at yourself. Allons, go ahead.
Allons is something like... I just know it from Doctor Who. Allons-y, Alonso.
Yeah.
Just look at yourself.
It's basically let's go.
Let's go. So French Mario would say, allons. Yeah, that's it. Instead of let's go. Who in their right mind is going to believe you are such? C'est simple. If everybody except for yourself says that you are Monsieur Lynx, then voila, you are Monsieur Lynx. It's as simple as that. But that would incline that you are not yourself, like you perceive yourself. You are a being, the being that you are, because of how others perceive you. Which would mean there is actually no self. And we all are just figments of others, not imagination, but perception. What she says is we aren't true, we aren't real. Because how could we be if the self doesn't mean anything, right? Also, we have a new in the chat. What can we do about that? What in the hell are you babbling about? Just normal conscience stuff. What the universe is made out of. Are we all real? Stuff like that. You know, simple questions. But it's true. If she says that if everyone says I'm Lynx, that would mean I am Lynx, then it doesn't mean what I myself think what I am. Okay, so clearly you smoked something today. Maybe. That is who you are. C'est la réalité. If you try and go against reality, reality will surely crush you. Reality will kill you. And reality will continue to go on as if nothing ever happened. From yesterday to today, and from today to tomorrow, reality marches on. She's French, or at least trying to be. I mean, I'm not gonna say what she actually is, but for some reason they made her French. Maybe because she's based on a harlequin, which is a French thing, so kinda makes sense. Leaving your crushed body behind? But I'm Serge. Oh la la. So you still insist that you are Serge? Oui? Also, do you also feel that the perception here is very strange? Like, these blue things... what?
Perspective.
Perspective, yeah, sorry. Because the pillars make it look like that the doors are on the second floor, right? But they are on the same floor as I am.
I think there might be stairs.
The blue stuff, those aren't walls, but they seem... It's so whack here.
Yeah, I think the yellowy greenish stuff next to the blue stuff, the stairs.
That would make it still strange, but a bit more logic. I think this is doing something to me if I stare at it for too long.
Yeah.
Regarding your memoir as this search, you may be able to rewrite it if you use the dragon tier. So, Nu, how are you doing today? In reality, you died 10 years ago in the other world? How can you say for sure this is the real you? Maybe for you it is evident, but I wonder if you ever really were such. Furthermore, what was this search? A figure? A shape? A spirit? A soul? Where was this search? Who am I? Who are you? You're not me. I'm not you. I am reality. You are... Now open the door to reality only. One mistake and you'll never make it back to the real world. Well then, let's follow the reality of it. Where is he? There. Again the left one? Is this random and we just only get lefts? But... Huh, strange. Boring. Fine, I understand how you feel. Let's head back to reality. Hal joined your party? You heard, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I mean, take your time. It's okay, but just to make sure that you didn't miss it. So, what to give her? Silver loop, definitely. The stamina ring. Why not another silver loop? That's fine. Ah, no! Elements, allocate. I mean, technically we don't have... how many does it say? 13? 13 characters right now that we can use, but, you know, we'll still keep it like that. Problem is we don't have much black elements left for her. Okay, so Electro Bolt. Whoops. Yeah, that's fine. Then you get Ice Blast on this Ice Lance. Can we auto-allocate, actually? No, there's no auto-allocation. Magma Burst. The classic Magma Bomb. Then some green would be also good. Like heal all. We definitely need heal all. Yeah, you become a bit of a healer. There, this is good. Bush Basher, not good. Bush Whacker, we can use that. Then you get the 2 revives we have, and you are filled up. Perfect. Here we go. So, you notice something about this thing? We're walking on an impossible building right now. Funnily enough, though, I don't know if you have seen it, but someone actually managed to build something like this. It's one of those impossible structures. Which... What?
The only thing I saw was with a visual trick to it.
No, actual without a trick. I mean, if you turn it, it doesn't seem that strange anymore, of course, but they actually did it. Of course, they needed to trick a bit for that, but yeah. Also, giving me 2 black characters in this, and then have black enemies.
That's something strange.
What?
Black characters and stuff.
Yeah, but that's...
I know. But you can call them black elemental characters. Can't you?
innate black element characters would be the correct phrasing here, but that's a mouthful. I mean, I like that the elements are referred to as colors. That gives them a bit more, like, green is plants and as well as, let's do doppelganger actually. Doppelgang. We can turn into a lot of foes here. Do we have a white one though? Nothing here is white. Oh well. Yeah, green is wind and plants and stuff. And also poison. Which makes this way more interesting. Okay. She's using throwing weapons, by the way. And I kind of like her throwing animation. Looks good. I mean, that this is a black character, but let's have a look how Moonbeams looks, right? We have the chance for that now, so here we go. Boom. Ah, still doing a lot of damage. Yeah, the transforming didn't really do much. Oh, look, we got HP up. We could use some strength ups, though. Graviton. Wait. Wait a minute. Do we have Graviton equipped already? Yes. So it would be good for her, actually. Way better than Gravity Blow. Good. Ah, don't forget the treasure chest. That has Mithril in it. Is it just me or is Mithril not that special anymore in games nowadays? It's like becoming pretty mid-game nowadays. Oh, we can't go through those holes? I misremembered that in that case. Wait, we cannot go further. Okay. Okay, this is good. We entered dead end. That's what you want in dungeons, right? Yeah, come back. I want to kill you. We do need those stats. Not gonna avoid enemies here. Also, like I told you, he has his normal weapon back now. But wait. Is he holding it inside his wrist instead of... Ouch! That looks not like it's supposed to look. Guess back in the day when CRT TVs were the case, you did not notice stuff like that. Right? Oh well. He has his weapon inside his wrist. Why not? And it's gone. Okay, again, only HP ups. That's a bit... Another Mithril. Yeah, I mean, if you haven't watched the last stream, there is a bit of a randomization in the stats here, so... Turns out we apparently have with bad stats. So our stats aren't rising as much for now. The game balances that so that later on we get all the more stat-ups. So basically you can either have a hard early game and an easier late game, or an easy early game and a hard late game, or everything is just middle of the road throughout the whole game. And we are in a harder early game, apparently. Which is okay, we can manage. I did play this game back in the day quite a lot, so we're fine. I never achieved all the endings, though. Which is something we are aiming for. Defend with your last stamina. There's one more tech we can have a look at when it comes to Howl that we'll do now. Which is Moonshine. Oh, it protects us. Oh well, then we have seen it. Let's do it, so if we don't get a chance to use it again, we have seen it now. I mean, it's okay that those enemies have genders, right? But how can we tell that these are females? What are my characters seeing that we cannot see? And actually, I probably don't want to know. You know what I think what happened here with... Oh, we got strength and dress up. With our weapon in our wrist. I think that they used the file for Surge animations. But Lynx is bigger than Surge. So it doesn't quite fit. But I think nowadays you can do that without stuff like that happening if the body shape is the same, right? Would have to make the weapon bigger as well. But it's way easier. I mean, this is a PS1 game, don't forget that. And it's not a remake, it's just an HD remaster. Or is it a remaster? Is it not a remaster, but a remake? As of now, I have no idea what those words mean anymore. Because I would say a remaster means polishing the graphics, while a remake means redoing the game from the get-go to make it all the more nicer. But then Final Fantasy VII is called a remaster, but that thing definitely is not just polished graphics. So, yeah. We are back to reality. Does this place look familiar to you, Monsieur Lynx? Do you need more to tell you where we are? No, I already know. Thank you. Ah, you remember. Then let's have this forest, leave this forest at once. Ah, yes. I'm finally back in the real world. Ah, a world with substance. Even the water and air is different. This is great. It's time to party. Let's have a toast to our return into the real world. Listen, old lady, you are not getting any younger. Try to control your emotions. And there is absolutely no time to be partying. We must hurry along. Is that even a real French word? Absolument? Absolument? Okay. What's your problem, lass? It's been years since I've been back to the real world. You sure are a buzzkill. So, anyway, where to now? Oh, Monsieur Lynx, you seem worried about that Surge character? Do you still remember? The place where it all started? Where angels lose their way? Where angels... Whatever! It has a bad ring to it. So what exactly is it? A gate to another world? Something like that? What? Are you saying there's another dimensional distortion in this world? Yeah, very interesting indeed. So where is this place? Leave that up to Monsieur Lynx. Let's just get going. But first, we must leave this forest. Oh look, a gate that brings us back to Sprig's home. What the? It disappeared. What's going on? Okay. We found cure. And we can actually go down here. So let's explore this part of this dungeon a bit. Arrow saucer, we're fine without that. We never went here in the other world. Some enemies. Attack! Free fall. Let's go with free fall. Up you go. And then let gravity handle the rest. Gravity can make ouchie. Oh, we got arrow blaster. I mean, we can just do the same again. Falling free. Boom. We can save here. So... the autosave will be okay. Let's have a look here first. We can do a real save once we finish up. You folks here to hunt down hydras too. Unfortunately, there's not a single one left in this forest. I think we got the last one. Oh yeah, we can sell this baby for fortune. You're happy about making a species extinct? I really feel good about that. Think of it this way. Yeah, you could make a fortune with that. But if you actually let them roam a bit, you could make way more money in the near future from several of those. If it's all about money, that would still be the better choice, letting it live, right? But people like that. Snub Goblin. Already dead. So, feral cats. My cat army will attack you! Meow. That was easy. Yeah, the enemies here are early game enemies. And we aren't an early game anymore. We did enter mid-game. So we could technically ignore them. Wait, how to get to the treasure chest over there? I missed something here. We will get that. Don't worry. Don't worry. Can we get up here somehow? There we go. Medicine. Oh, well, better than nothing. Of course, the treasure chest won't have a lot of good stuff in it. in them. Because, again, we weren't here, but if you take a different route at a certain point in the game, you will go here way earlier. And, well, you have to be able to defeat enemies still, right? But with that being the case, we can actually ignore those. It's empty. An empty treasure chest. Oh no. Hello there. Alright, those were enemies. Forgot about that. Potpourri. Toxic burst. Oh well. Was there something flying against the window just now? Huh. Oh well. If there was something, it was something small. We haven't defeated those yet. So let's do that. I think... Oh, they are blue. A magma bomb will... Wait, I said magma bomb. Might kill this one. Or not. But now it's down. We found a bone! Okay. After we defeated the Hydra, the forest dwellers kept murmuring, "The forest will die." I can't get it out of my head. Then maybe think before you do. I don't think there's anything here. Oh, there is. Everybody done? Is something big's heading our way? Yeah, we should check that out. What was that thing? I can't believe this place. Brace. Did you just see a strange looking creature up ahead? Hello there. It's called Baba Biba. This Biba, no place for humans, Biba. Go away, Biba, off. And now we kill it. Okay, blue, that's easy then. Blue, yellow. Leave it to Biba. Biba, call friend. How could I mistake yellow for blue? I said blue, but they are yellow. Well, I'll let my black cats handle that. There we go. I be very sorry. Here, I give you this. Please forgive Biba. This Biba flute that is handed down in the Biba family. It Biba magical. It calls Wingapede. It makes Wingapede Biba good Wingapede. It best Biba used in a wide open space. Well, I'll Biba seeing you. Biba. Biba, ba ba biba, biba biba, ba ba bee, bee biba. Why don't you try blowing the flute here, Zert? Because I first wanna go here, over here. I don't like humans. I don't hate them either. I just like strong beings, no matter what species they be. Which might you be? Strong as Mr. Universe. Let the challenge commence. The other option, by the way, was weak as Mr. Puniverse. I like that. Okay, 1. Leave it to Biba. Biba call friend. Already? 2. And a 3. Now we call our cats. Cats that aren't funny, they are feral. Feral cats, you could say. Even. And down. You're not standing in the way of me and my treasure chest. I thought they drop fur, but they don't seem like they have fur. Huh. That Biba quite fun. I give you the treasure behind me. Hasta la Biba, baby. Hasta la Biba is good. I like that. Bush Basher. That's not... Yeah, like I said, this is normally way early in the game. But it all depends on the path you take. A wide open space. Could this be it? So, that was going away way too fast. Would I ever... should have been able to read that? Oh well. Well then, let's try the flute. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. And we got a Wingipede. So this is a Wingipede. It's actually smaller than I thought. Search us. Why don't you try feeding it something? Do we have something? Apparently we have. It did not like that, it seems. Whoops. Acidic gas. So let's go with Glide Hook. You can't use any element at that level. We have one already. That looks cool. That was a cool death animation, right? Ground cracked. The foothold could give away at any minute. So let's break through. This is our big breakthrough! Haha. And we found a monster. That looks straight out of Futurama. And we kind of defeated it already. Who would have thought there would be a cavern inside of this tree? Let alone this big old monster? Well, at least it served as a cushion to break our fall. Otherwise, that would have hurt. If old Five Legs Ear wakes up, we could be in a lot of trouble. We should try and get out of here while we still can. There's an empty cage here. Looks like it was used to keep something captive. Yeah. The thing is, in the other route, there's someone in that cage. That was meant to be food for this thing. As we now are later than when we have taken that route. You guess what happened there, right? We're back down! But how do we get back here? Actually, how do we get back there? Huh. And please move out of the way if you don't want to die. Thank you. Alright, we have this where we... Oh no, we can't go there. I thought we could. But there's also down here where we did not go. This one? Okay, this is a way back, definitely. But down here we haven't checked out yet. There actually is no down there. Strange. But in that case, let's go. Okay. We are back in the beginning. Fetch that chest quickly. Found a feather. And now nothing there. Goodbye to this place. Boom. Let's visit Arnie. Huh? Damn you humans. What do your monsters want from us? Excuse-moi, Jesus, what kind of attitude is that? I will kick your derrière to the moon if you talk to Molins comme ça. Comme ça? Is that right? That's how you pronounce that? Is that even a French letter?
Yes.
What does that mean? Comme ça? Like that. Ah, okay. But have you noticed? I will kick your derrière, which I think means arse. Behind. To the moon. Like Kit's catchphrase. And Kit doesn't like her, but she uses that. Interesting, huh? Ah, freak! But we are able to enter. And with Lena being here, we know this is our homeworld. Who are you? What? Search? No. That's a lie. What the heck is going on? Or is it? It could be the Lena from another world as well. I'm sorry, but I don't believe you. How am I supposed to believe your search when you look like that? I'm sorry. I mean, there would be easy ways to prove that. If this is homeworld, at least. You've grown up together. Oh, there's one surefire way to tell if this is homeworld or not. And yeah, we just saw another surefire way to see that. That was our mom up there. Our mom isn't there in the another world where Serge is dead. Me, I'm a bit busy right now. Maybe next time. Yeah, okay. So we know this is homeworld. We can have a look at the equipment stuff. What can we do with Mithril? Can she do anything with Mithril even? We'll see. Show me your weapons armor. Forge. We can make ourselves a silver swallow, which uses mithril for some reason. Yes. We could do a mithril dagger. Here's the thing. As with the swallow, there's only one character using daggers, and that is Kid. So we won't get Kid for a while. It doesn't make sense doing this now. However, I don't know what characters we will use in the end when we are stuck in this body, so let's rather do armor. She has one equipped. We will unequip that. That's that. Maybe we do a vest. Yeah, we can do a vest. Yes. Oh wait, we could still maybe do an iron rod. Won't do us any good. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. We are fine. Can you show me the elements as well? What do you have there? Nothing special, but we don't have any tablets stockpiled anymore. That's something we should fix. Yeah, 99. Definitely. And those. Maybe 20 of those. That seems good. Yeah. So equip with the silver swallow and the mithril vest. And with that we're good. Perfect. Can we go through the valley now is the question. Let's check. The Power Army is currently investigating the area. It is off limits to the general public. Our investigation should be completed soon, but please don't scratch my eyes out. We cannot. Good. Fine. That's okay. So we will... Wasn't there something here? Divine Dragon Falls. Yeah, we were here before. We don't need to go here again. So with that... we should just go to Opasa Beach. My cat is complaining about something. Probably has her string again. Her shoelace. Her favorite toy. A shoelace. Don't ever buy toys for cats. They play with stuff that's not toys for cats. Right? So let's try using the Astral Amulet. It does not work. What's wrong, Lynx? Don't tell me the dimensional gate won't open. Heh, you'll be in hot water now. Of course it won't open. The missing piece to this world has been found. There is nothing we can do. You are now just an unwanted piece. Very interesting. What are you gonna do now, Lynx? How about we go explain your situation to your mother? We may be able to find something out. Everything alright? Okay. What are you doing? Well then, let's visit our dear mother. Who probably won't recognize me, but oh well. Who might you be? May I help you? What? What did you just say? Your search? Please explain to me exactly what is going on here. I see. So that man told you to go to the Sea of Eden. I really don't know about dimensional distortions or about the other world. But if, like you say, something big is really on the verge of happening, it may have all started 14 years ago, on the night of the storm. That night, your father, Wazuki, and his friend Miguel set out to sea despite a storm. It was an emergency. They were swallowed by the waves and lost consciousness. When they came to, they found themselves in the Dead Sea. A place no living creature dares enter. I don't know what he saw or what happened, but that incident changed your father. Sorry. And your father's friend, Miguel, he was Lena's father. And he never returned. Back then, that place wasn't called the Dead Sea. Yes, I believe they called it the Sea of Eden. That was 14 years ago. Are you the ones everybody is talking about? What is that over there? That looks strange. No, this can't be. Are you Lynx? You're still alive? Step outside, Lynx. For I, too, was once a valiant member of the Acacia Dragoons. I must put a stop to you. La la la? Giza, I wouldn't show off like that. That is, if you want to live. Do not underestimate the power of Monsieur Lynx. One blow and it's off to the other world with you. Silence. Now step outside. Did you get this, all the stuff?
Yeah.
Good. Look, we have 2 scythes basically now. On guard. Wait, why are HP... Oh, that's super poison. Ugh. I forgot to heal that. That is not preferable. And now they died. Oh, shoot. Can we run away? Probably not. Well, we'll have to do this now. Let the game autosaves. So can we turn into something yellow? We do know this is black. Crossbones must be black. The Biber is yellow. Oh, yeah. Let's do Biber. Doppelgang, here we go. And now we're Justin Bieber. Yeah, let's decrease his defenses. We will die. Oops. I'm not quite sure if we're even supposed to win. We'll see what happens. No, we have to win. Yeah, if I have cured the poison, then we would be fine. I think the text was different. Should have paid attention. Huh. The lost portal. It's saved right before going into this fight. So, in that case, you do have a chance of hearing it again if you want, since you were away just now. The backstory of his father.
I heard that.
You heard that, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you haven't seen it, but there wasn't much to see. Just some surfing in yellow water. Okay, that sounds way stranger than it actually looks. Oh, that was a cat! What did I think that was? Looked strange half off screen. Okay, now we can win this. I mean, only Sprig is a pretty bad character at this point. I mean, the elemental grid Sprig has is just bad. There, yellow water. Surfing. Did you finish your drawing?
No.
No. Okay.
It crashed and I'm
Oh.
waiting for it to restart. And I'm hoping it autosaved correctly.
I'm pretty sure you need a new PC. Oh well. Soonish, yeah. Also, we are going to buy a Chromebook as well. Maybe that already is pretty good. Could you? No, the cables might be a problem for the graphic tablet, right?
What do you mean?
Connecting that to a Chromebook. Would that work?
We want to buy a Chromebook with touch screen.
Yeah, and the pen. Wait.
I don't need
There's
to
no
attach
need
a
for
graphic
that.
tablet if the PC itself is a
Right.
tablet.
This looks way better. Bonk.
And
I wonder actually. I mean, there's no way to do it, but does he have something you could steal programmed in? Like if you would use a cheat engine to have Kid or and the other character that can steal. There's a second one. In this, would you actually be able to steal something? Huh. Let's start with free fall. A free fall for all. It's almost empty. I mean, we should do Doppelgang, but maybe I shouldn't care about the color and just go with Total Chaos, the newest one. Because the Biba really didn't do much. Now we have 3 blacks. Huh. So we would benefit from turning the field completely black. But he probably is going to mess that up with his green elements. So, moonbeams. Let's go. Oh, he is almost down. See, he isn't that strong. It's just the poison messed everything up. Let's do Glide Hook. That might finish him off already. Yep. I stand defeated. Nice. Oh, strength +2 for Sprig. Good. And not much happening in the elemental grid, though. I do not sense any malice in your attacks. Do you really mean to tell me that you are not Lynx? And is it true that the General is still active in the other world? Here, the General has been missing for the past 3 years now. Understood. I shall accompany you. We may still have a chance to save the General and Riddle in the other world. Süd? What does Süd mean?
I think shit.
No way.
Think.
Holy Süd. Sacre Süd. Sacre bleu croissant. Süd? This Jesus is only going to get in the way? Oh no.
Damn. Heck.
Damn
Something
heck.
like that.
So basically crossword. Sometimes it's just a crossword with not really a translation. We don't have that in German, right? Is there any crossword in German that's just a word without real meaning behind it? We do have something like Schlingel, but that's not a curse word. You say that if a child is a bit cheeky, something like that. Not really bad, but yeah. Can't think of anything. So, Radius joined your party. Now, with him in our party, we can calculate the circumference of a circle. Wait, we don't have pi in our party. We would need that as well. Yes, go. Exchange those two, please. Please. We're at 14 right now, right?
Yeah.
First, we must head to Termina and gather news about General Viper's disappearance from this world. Don't worry, we will find a clue to return to the other world. Okay, first off, let's rid Sprig of her stuff. And I kind of mean that literally even. Can she equip no weapon? No, you cannot remove weapon. Normal. Elements, that's fine. Ah, he has silver stuff anyway, so... all's good. Basically, he gets the same setup. Is there any way to organize our thingies? No. But we can have a look at our items. Look, there's the big... That's a pretty round egg. I mean, like, ball-shaped round. Not really egg-shaped, right? The heavy skull, the sturdy ribs. We're just carrying this with us. This stuff. Also, he was a clown back in his living days, but why is his skull... Why does his skull have makeup on it? That wouldn't go through. An aroma pouch, a mana key, safety gear, and a time shifter. Yeah, elements. Allocate. So, arrow blaster. That first and foremost goes here. We have some arrow saucer. Good for this. Also one thing. We have something level 1. There we go. We are going to remove revive from her. So she doesn't have white elements. That makes way more sense here. Because he can have those. At a higher level, maybe even. At least one of those. Okay, arrow saucer, bush basher. Let's get him one of them here. Meteor shower. You can have the white ones. Recover all goes here. Ice lance. Cure. Can have some of those. Fire pillar. You can have fire pillar instead of that arrow saucer. Magma burst. Yeah, this is okay. Magma bomb. And then fill this up with some other levels. Yeah, yellow wouldn't do that bad. This looks good. We are set. Off to Termina! Let's go. Let me pass. Guess Fossil Valley is open now, then, in that case. Yes, they are gone. There he is again. Why does he look like that? What is he? Our investigation is done. Let's get the hell out of here. I want to go back to Poro. If you have the chance, would you be so kind? What?
No.
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 Then I will be thirsty. For the rest of my life. No! Sorry, but I'm gonna erase all of your family. It's just, can't really do anything about it. I mean, you attacked me. Should I feel bad? Feral cats. Cats against pigs. Okay. They're almost down. Anger! We should be able... Oh, thank you for the following, Nelson7 and Racing. Much appreciated. Hope you enjoyed the stream. And have a lot of fun. Okay, a magma bomb should grill those pigs. Starting to smell like bacon in here. Boom. Got a magma burst, nice. So this up there is where we found the bone in the other world. Let's see what we can find in the home world. Oh, those enemies, right. Those are strange. We have a new follower. Yeah, these are drongos. Basically sausages that can attack us. Welcome to the world of video games. The Tales series has similar enemies, but those are different in the way that cucumbers come out of them instead of sausages. What is stranger in that case, though? And if they join, they kind of make a sandwich. You know, in a few years after playing more of those strange video games, I think I need to go to a psychiatrist. Those aren't even the strange video games, right? There are a lot stranger ones. It slapped me. Just came out of its thingy and slapped me. The sausage has slapped me. I need help. Is this real or am I dreaming? Is this a fever dream? Are you real?
No.
What do you mean, no? Help me here. HP up. Let's go. Okay, so those enemies can give us stat-ups. In that case, we make use of that. Slap the harlequin. And the cat. A harlequin, a cat, and an old man. We are a strange group. Let's not forget about that. I guess it's supposed to be a Spriggan. Because, I mean, she's called Sprig. A Spriggan is some kind of kobold. Look it up, it's... To be honest, I don't know how to explain a Spriggan. It's just... this koboldy thing from... I think... Irish folklore? Shower them in meteors. Moonbeams should finish this off. And then we'll see what's inside the skull here. Probably not a skull. Because we already have the skull. There actually is just nothing. But a treasure chest behind it. Ah, look! We got the infrared vision frame. But we will keep the tropical something it is that we have right now. Okay, let's just ignore those enemies for now. I wanna have this treasure chest. Mithril! So climbing down here. Oh, there's another treasure chest with another mithril. Yes, I'm gonna kill you, don't worry. Oh, it set a trap. Huh. But you know, if you set a white trap and you are a white enemy yourself, I am not inclined on using white elements in the first place with you. So do you think this will do anything? Just a strategic question here. We have not seen his text, right? So let's do quick draw. There, radius, draw quickly your cane. He uses his cane basically like a sword, so... Yeah, but it's still strange a bit. Ouch. Do you have something? Yes, this goes on everyone. Graviton. Crush him. Squawk! Close your mouth or flies will come in. You know, the hammering of its beak against our head, which they call pecking, that hurts. But the pause before that last one, and then this last one he does, that's insulting. That's not physical, that's psychological damage. There was an enemy down here. Strange. It's gone. Oh well. We have arrived at Terminal, but let's first check out Viper Manor. Can we actually enter? No. Off limits, of course. Can we enter Shadow Forest? Because I believe we can trigger a character here. Hello, you. Yeah, those are old enemies. We don't need to care about those. I want to see what it did there. Couscous. Wait, isn't couscous something to eat? What's that enemy named like that? Strange. Okay, let's check up here first. There is a chest after all. Can we get there without triggering this battle? Nope. We have to defeat the couscous. Let's give the couscous a kiss. Of our weapons. Oh, those birdmen, they look so cool. Cassowary. That also sounds like something to eat, right? Can you Google that name quickly? And feral cats. Oh, right, it's a bird. I know those. Right. Those things. Okay, magma bomb. No, meteor shower's fine. It's better. We found a capsule. Oh no! Damn it. Got me. That was more like an accident, but... oh well. Let's defeat those bulbs. These onion children. Onion. Would a cat eat an onion? No, they wouldn't like the smell. Okay, that wasn't good. But let's uplift. Maybe it's enough. Probably not, but maybe. Okay, I just thought the butterfly was following me. Because that would have meant that we should kill all of them that chase butterflies to get those butterflies. Ah, damn it! Thought I was getting past it. Oh well. Feral cats. If Radius isn't missing all the time again, then this will be over in a cinch. And that's it. Done. Perfect. Okay, let's move on. Oh, we got Trap Sonya. Interesting. Now we would just need to know which enemy can use Sonya. And then it would need to use it after we use the trap. But if I remember correctly, Sonya is a pretty high level green element. Which means, I mean, we don't encounter that here. Definitely not. Okay, cave behind the waterfall. And there should be this guy, yes. Don't even dare. Hey, you guys wanna join me for some hot stew? It'll cost you though. Let's see. I know, bring me a mushroom. I'll give you that treasure if you're able to find one that will impress me. Okay, we have triggered this now. Which was our goal inside here. What? I see something strange when I look over that way, but I think it's my own hair. Man scared of his own hair. I mean, why would you keep it long if you would be scared of your own hair, right? You would probably go for being bald. Carnivore! We got trap carnivore. Okay. Let's just check everything here. It won't budge. Pa said he saw a great item and went inside this cave. But then a big huge rock fell down and now Pa's trapped. Papa! It won't budge. Well, we can't do anything about this. Damn it. Ran into the insect. Right now. Let's get feral again. Meow. Okay. Sorry. It needs to come out if it wants to get out. Even 2 times in a row. Let's shower them with meteors. Don't miss. You won't even survive another hit. So come on, Hal. Be better than that. So let's get past this stream. I think we later get something for that rock. Don't think we can do anything about it now. Whoa! Slime attacked. Bad slime. Bad. Isn't Gloop the name of Gwyneth Paltrow's strange stuff that makes you shudder in disgust? And the gloop is dupe now. We have melted it, or whatever you want to call this. Cure Plus? Interesting. Do we need to pay extra for Plus? Oh yeah, you are investigating, so let's get out of here. Botnyan, thanks for the host. Much appreciated. Good to see you here. Like always. And everyone who is now watching, welcome to my stream. We are playing Chrono Cross right now. We are trying to get to Termina. Well, trying. We just have to go there. Just went a bit exploring into these woods here. So let's get out of here. Come on, little bull boy. Get past me. We don't need to fight. I don't want to harm you. You like to live. So why should we fight? Right? That one wants to die, though. Well, what can I do about that? I mean, I could run away, but yeah. Ah, wait. We are on the right level. Now meteor shower at boom. Should at least kill one of those. Hopefully. If not, that would be strange. And there we go. Okay, now we will finally return to Termina. Okay. Let's go. Lynx, how dare you have the nerve to return to this town? Get out of here. Looks like the young ones are an unwanted guest here, too. Humans are very selfish, no? To think that they used to bow their heads down to curry favor with Monsieur Lynx. They're always searching for someone or something to lay their blame on. I mean, yes, but Lynx was a bad guy, so they aren't wrong about that. Okay, nothing up here. That's kind of sad that Flower Lady is not here in this world. Let's check the inn. Whoops. I clicked too fast. What did that message say? I mean, we can heal. We can rest. So let's see. We have closed our business operations. So visitors are welcome to stay for free. Okay, not now. We just did that. Let's check out the rooms, though. It has... Oh my god! It has beds. What a strange inn. More beds! I can't believe it. Beds to sleep in. Oh, sleep in, like an inn. Huh. Mysterious. Let's check out the bar. Wait, it's called a bar? Aren't those normally called pub in RPGs? That guy Norris is sure as cocky. He's still young, but he doesn't hesitate to voice his opinions. Also, letting something fall down is kinda bad. Especially if it's loud. You dropped your pen, Cat.
Yeah.
Oh, did it break?
No.
No, okay. He never loosens up, and don't let it fall again. And doesn't seem interested in having any kind of fun. But he's the best of the Terminator division. Gosh, he's so elite. Even though I'm here relaxing, I can't shake this mystery from my mind. Will you listen to my story? Yes. It happened about 3 years ago. General Viper and his men disappeared from the manor. We searched the manor for them, but found no traces. I can only guess that they were spirited away. What in the world could have happened? To think that the same thing might happen to me someday. I just can't help being afraid, even when I'm trying not to think about it. That dragon's glory really is something special. It's just like they say. You can taste it with your whole body. And the dried lizard stuff is great too. Of course, you can't forget the local specialty. Squid gut pasta, either. Whew, I'm going to put a bunch of weight on for sure. It's been quite some time since I've been around here. It's nice and peaceful compared to the mainland. It's not like I had anything fun to do back home. Maybe I should just stay here forever. Weren't you the guy at Sir Viper's Manor? Get yourself out of here. Our beautiful terminus has been turned into a mess because of you. We don't serve your kind here. That's not very kind. Let's check out the shop. Welcome. We're low on stock right now, but please look around. Okay, what do you have? Something we would need. I think we... For now, are fine. You rarely need to buy elements, actually. Do you say anything differently when I talk from here? You're not gonna find anything over here. Okay. Yuri's shop, huh? But she's called Lisa. Are you looking for my father? I'm very sorry, but he's out in the forest gathering mushrooms. Ah? Don't we know a guy like that? The guy in the cave? He wanted a mushroom. I even told him that we're doing inventory tomorrow. I wonder when he'll be coming back. That mushroom hobby of his drives me crazy. One day he's going to turn into a mushroom himself. Oh, that... Someone turning into mushroom, right? If that could happen, Mario would already be a mushroom. Can we get to the arbor? Can it be you, Sir Lynx? You are safe, sir? Where have you been all this time? We have set up a temporary military dock beyond this point. Nobody may pass without permission from Commander Norris. Not even you, Sir Lynx. Commander Norris is at the ruins of Viper Manor. Please report your current status to him immediately. Okay, let's check out the city in that case. Before we go over there. Sir Lynx, you're still alive. There's nothing here in this old shack, but would you like some tea or something? Get out, you big stray cat. I don't like you. No, there. Stop that. Father's the one who is always saying it. Oh boy. Children can get you into trouble. If this guy never came here, we wouldn't be in this mess. No, Sir Lynx. Well, you see, it's just kids talk. There's this stray cat that steals our fish around here, so... haha, it's really a nuisance. Come on now, you apologize too. We're really sorry. Licking some boots, huh? Nothing more happening here. Okay. That's fine. That is not the statue of General Viper. Ah, it's such a pity. The statue of Master Viper that I've polished every day has been changed to this. The once magnificent manor is also long gone. I mean, this statue looks a lot cooler, though. If only Master Viper were here, none of this would have happened. If it isn't Sir Lynx, it's a great relief that you're safe. This is the Pori Army's state-of-the-art weaponry. As long as we have this, the citizens of Termina wouldn't dare revolt against us. You're using shells like that against citizens? Okay. Oh, my poor Scully, I pray that you are safe. Can we actually use the skull? No. Grandma's been very sick ever since the Power Army took her grandson away. She loved him so much, I just hope he's alright. I mean, he's mostly alright. We're just missing one more set of bones for him, so...
So you got all his right bones?
I think his leg is still missing. Or his legs, both of them actually, but... same difference. Let's first go up here. Oh, that Paul. He's working hard to join the black wind of power, but I wonder if he'll ever tell me I'll be your wind. Oh, ooh. That girl knows what she wants. The key to gunfights is balance. It's not just a matter of shooting. That's what Mr. Norris said. So I'm running around training myself to stay on my toes. Phew. Mr. Norris must have gotten strong the same way. Inform me if anything happens. No. How about no? I'm not gonna do that. I hear this knight Glenn is an extremely hot-tempered and hard-headed guy. My, that's why prehistoric soldiers like knights are such a nuisance. This Dario person seems to have been an exceptionally dignified man. If he's still alive, we should enlist him into the Black Wind. From what I've heard, this shack is where Dario and his brother Glenn lived. Some people claim to have seen him, so we're currently looking for this Dario, but... just when we thought the Acacia Dragoons were gone, this troublemaker decides to come back. If you find any information about him, let us know. No, again. Not gonna let you know. You know? I kinda consider you enemies, actually. I can't bear watching him. Master Zappa just hasn't been himself since his son, Karsh, disappeared. Karsh is Zappa's son. Now we learned that. He doesn't concentrate on his work and often stares out the window. Gosh, he's not some kind of love-struck youth or something. He's just not behaving normally. I'm not gonna become a blacksmith here, so... I'm gonna switch over to being a trader. Need anything? I'll trade. Trading post. So... okay, do we need anything of these? Mithril, huh? I think we're fine for now. Swing on by when you need something. Oh, wait a minute. I need to check some little thing. I did not... No. There's one trader that has something special. That's what I was looking for. But he's just having normal items. Yeah, the fire in a smithy should never go out. Aye, that should do it. This here forge has always had a fire since olden times. 'Tis sad to see it without its blaze. My apologies, closing this shop for my own selfish desires. I've had to listen to you for the longest time, and I don't want to hear you say it's foolish now. Never mind that, dear. So you're all going? Aye. Now that I dinna have the shop no more, like say, it's time to finish what was started long ago. You stay here and wait for Karsh's return. It's already been 3 years. These years haven't been too good to us. Our best patrons, the dragoons, disappear. The paramilitary gets on our asses. Well, since we've had such bad luck, I'm sure things will be good from here on out. Our son's probably fine as well. Aye. Radius, it's been a while. How fares the village? You need not worry about the village. There are bigger things to concern us. I'm guessing you're not from around here. Do you know a thing called rainbow? It's a superb material that can be forged into anything. I'm thinking of searching for some. You wouldn't mind if I joined you, aye? Let him join. Aye, great. Then I'll give you a wee token. Use this anytime and I'll find you and do my job. Anywhere you happen to be. I give my word. Smith Spirit. And Zappa joined your party. Now I know people will probably hate me for this, but we are going to kick Harl out. She is pretty popular, I know, but 2 black elementals, I just don't feel that. So that's why we take Zappa in. For now. You get... those. Ah, no, not like this. So, Magma Burst. Magma Bomb. Can't go without that, of course. Fire Pillar. Let's give you also some yellows. This black would be good. And maybe some whites. No, we need level 2. Yeah, let's go with some greens as well. No, blue is not good. Let's go with the gravity blow as well. This looks good. We recruited another character. You did the thingy, right? Okay. Me? I love boats, but I can't become a sailor because I get seasick. That's why I decided to become a ship craftsman and build the fastest and awesomest boat ever made. You know, in the other world, the boys said the same things. Interesting. Some things just don't change, right? So my first step is to watch all the boats here for research. Research and research. Ain't I smart? Out of all the boats I've seen, that boat at the docks is the best and fastest of them all. I wish I could build one like that. I mean, you probably can't build a boat on your own. I also notice how this house is a lot smaller than in the other world. Phew. Are you Van's friends? He's over in the back room. At least knock before you enter. the lucky charm, Lucky the cat. There's a turtle here. Are you guys tourists? If you want, I'd be willing to guide you around. Of course, there's a small fee involved. I think it's a bargain. How about it? Hire him. You got it. That is... Huh? You've had long enough to pay your debts, and I'm not going to wait any longer. Either you pay up now, or I'll have you move out of this house. But what will happen to my son and me? That's none of my concern. I just want to make this place into my personal storage for my precious treasures. Hey, wait, I'll pay that debt. Well, this is amusing. How is our little Mr. Van doing today? How much have you saved from your allowance? Yeah, very funny. This is what I got. This won't even pay off the interest. Better luck next time. Just wait a little bit more. Then I'll be able to get the money you need. What are you planning to do, little Van? Don't waste your energy on something stupid. I'm going with these guys to search for the frozen flame. So please, wait just a little longer. Just listen to you. You're pretty bright, but you're still just a kid. It's so naive of you to believe in a fairy tale like the frozen flame. Of course it's a joke, isn't it? No, we're serious. Amazing. You actually believe that legend? Are you people crazy or something? Not a bad joke, though. The frozen flame is supposed to be the treasure of all treasures. Even if it's just a legend, there's something very tempting about it. I will wait a little longer. Have the frozen flame ready by the time I come back here. Be careful not to burn yourself. Although you'll probably never find it. How arrogant of her to push us around just because we're poor. If only we had money. If we did, this never would have happened. Hey, Van. None of that. Besides, even though we don't have money. I don't want to hear that from you, Dad. Where are we going to live as of tomorrow? Notice how this is quite the opposite of what happened in the other world. That's why I like this game so much. We're out of money because we're not selling any of the paintings we have in this room. I'm sorry, Van. These pictures are just not good enough to sell yet. I mean, I get feeling that way, but on the other hand, I think that's for the buyer to decide if it's good enough to buy it, right? If I say, well, I like it how it is, give me that. I give you money for it. Apparently you did a good job, right?
Yeah.
At least to me you did then. I only want to sell pieces that I'm satisfied with, to those who understand my work. Fine. Then I'm going to have to be the one to find us a place to live. Do you enjoy watching family disputes? There's absolutely positively nothing here for you, so there's no point hanging around. Thanks. Thank you for going along with my bogus story. I think it's a pretty good picture, so why won't it sell? Dad isn't too active about selling his work. He says cocky things like he'll only sell to those who understand it. Oh well, I guess I'll have to come up with the money myself. Okay, let's see. My piggy bank is... Yep, it's here. Okay, the money's in here too. Now the hardest part is to finding a place to live. Next we have Dad's homemade paint color, El Nido Blue. Painting the sea in this color gives it the smell of salt water, supposedly. That sounds amazing. Salt water smells amazing. If I were Dad, I would have sold this paint by itself and made a fortune of it. This seashell. You could kill someone with that. Mom. Your mom is a seashell? How does that work? The only remaining reminder between me and Mom is this... I almost said smell.
No.
This shell. It's cracked. I can't even hear the sound of the sea. I think even if it's cracked, you would still do. Right?
You can even use your hand.
Yeah, you can get the same effect if you put your hand on your ear. Or a cup or a glass, something like that. That works. So a crack... You see that it's not completely broken or something, so a crack... No, that won't make it not work. But I remember it all. Mom found this shell and held it gently to my ear. And I remember that sound. The sound of the sea. Sorry. I also got mad because I couldn't take home the sandcastle I made that day. And now we have to move out of the house Mom and I lived in. But don't worry, Mom. I'll take good care of that for you. Van always had a hard time dealing with our troubles. Ever since he was a child, I made him do without so many things that he's grown to be a bit sarcastic. Yet he is very kind at heart, like his mother always was. One day I hope I can let him do as he pleases, just like other children. You guys are still here? You need something? Or are you here to buy my dad's paintings? Actually, what you were just saying. We really are looking for the frozen flame. Huh? If you're being sarcastic, you got me pretty ticked. Oh, I get it. Are you trying to cheer me up or something? Don't underestimate me, because I'm a kid. I know that no such thing exists in this world. Or are you all some kind of simpletons? Whether you believe or not is up to you. Stop looking at me like that. You remind me of my mom. Your eyes tell me that you're telling the truth. Even I can see that. But I can't do it. I just can't leave my dad here and go off on some fool's errand. Although it's tempting. I'll be alright, Van. You don't have to find any frozen flame or anything. I just want you to go out into the world and broaden your horizons. With 2 old men, a strange kobold, a harlequin, a catman. What can go wrong? Of all the people in the world, only a handful live in happiness. No, maybe even those who look happy aren't really happy at all. I want you to go find out for yourself what really happiness means. So, go. Dad. Van. Just be careful to lock up at night. It'd be bad if any of the paintings were stolen. I mean, what should he lock up? He's not gonna be able to live here anymore. I will. Be careful out there. Oh yes, wait just a moment. Also, she seemed like a bad guy, but honestly, if they need to pay interest already, they haven't paid their rent for a couple of months, probably. It's her fair right if this is her house. She's a bit mean about it, yes, that's not a good person, but I mean, right?
Yeah.
You have to pay your rent. Take this with you. This is a boomerang? Dad, I'm not going out there to play. What am I going to do with this? This isn't a toy. During your journey, there will be danger. This should help you when that time comes. And a boomerang comes back when it is thrown. Not if you use it as a weapon, though. The purpose of a boomerang is getting stuck in the prey. So yeah. I want it to be a reminder to you. So it's a good luck charm, huh? Huh. I don't care for such things, but... Oh well, I'll take it with me just in case. Alright, we gotta go before she comes back again. Van joined your party. So I rather have the kid than the old guy on my team. That also means allocating elements again. Unequip. 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 So, innate first. Arrow blaster. We have 2 of those, which is pretty good. Arrow saucer. Let's go with 2 of those. Bush basher and bush whacker. Oh yeah, another bush basher doesn't sound too bad. Definitely heal all. And a few heals as well. It's pretty green right now. Huh. So, ice blast. That is good. Aqua ball. No, ice lands in that case. And 2 aqua beam. Oh, right, we need meteor shower. Let's get rid of that arrow blast, actually. Fire pillar instead of arrow saucer. Yeah. Meteorite. Let's do both of those. Then we have recover all. Yeah, let's do that instead of heal. Now we need some level 1 elements. Yeah, black. That's good. And... right, the revives. We need the revives. Okay, perfect. Now, equipment. Unequip them all. Except the ones we have, of course. So, Van. Silverang, Mithril Mail. He comes with a Mithril Mail, that's nice. So, Dancing Shoes is good. Side Scope, definitely. And the Silver Lump. Perfect. Perfect. Is there something in his room? Do I remember that right? Yes, there's something happening here. Deposit some money. Yes. There's 0G inside. How much should I put in? Let's do 900. There's already 0G in here. It won't fit that much. Okay, can you look that up? There's a specific number I think we need. It's Van and his piggy bank. What number was that? 900 won't fit. That's strange. I wonder if there's an RPG with more characters than this game. And I mean an RPG, not like tactical RPGs. I don't count into that because, yeah, those might have more than 44.
Every 100G deposited increases the attack power by 3%.
Okay.
900G as the maximum.
Why can't I put 900 in?
Sure.
Let's try
Maybe
500.
we need to learn technique first.
100? I can put in 100.
It can break if too much gold is deposited into it. Resets the power back to 0.
Alright, it's full. With 300 now.
Huh.
Maybe he has to get stronger before we can actually do more. Wait, there. Save money, skip 3 and 4, save more money. What a plan. If it would be that easy, nobody would have problems. But to save money, you first have to have money that you can save. Also, I don't know if saving money... You shouldn't save too much money, because money pretty likely loses its worth. So, if you have like $100 now, you get stuff for $100 now, but those $100 you might only get stuff that you would get for $50 today. So basically losing half of the worth of it, right? I don't think you have anything important to say. So let's check out this place. What brings you here? You shouldn't come around here on a whim. The spirits here will wake if you disturb them. Living beings are too radiant for the spirits. Just last night, a man's spirit appeared at my bedside. He said his name was Getz or something. He's probably another lost soul, still attached to this world. Very common around here. In any case, it's nothing concerning you. Now, run along and go home. Getz, huh? Getz. Oh, we come across that, probably. Somebody will mention some Getz. How does this sword stay in there?
Magic.
That's physically impossible. I checked the sword on the ground over there, but it turned out to be rusty. It's probably called a sacred sword in honor of a lost family member. Beneath the sacred... Beneath the sacred sword, the warriors lie. 13th Acacia Dragoon Grandmaster Garai. 14th Acacia Dragoon Grandmaster Dario. And nothing here, of course. Well then, time to go to Viper Manor. Okay, here we go. Sorry. And hopes they let us in. Can I get past you? Yes, we can. Haha. Oh look, we know those two. I believe it has been 4 years since I retired from the Dragoons. Time sure does fly. I was shocked to hear of Dario's death 3 years ago, and now the general and the others are missing. The manor is still in shambles. I took the liberty of conducting my own investigation, but I have discovered nothing. All I know is that a man named Lynx approached the general and has involved him in some kind of incident. The only difference with the other world you talk about is that something happened to the general 3 years ago here. I just hope that this Norris fellow knows something. I know nothing. I was not involved with the plan. I do not find it amusing. Well, what do you have to say? We sent some men to the El Nido Triangle to investigate a mysterious beam of light. And I hear there's a monster atop Skydragon Isle. What is up with this El Nido place? Well, I mean, the world didn't really see anything of Chrono's journey that much, right? Go down? Yes. We have a shortcut here, which we don't need right now, really. So let's get back up. But it's good to know that it's here. Sonorous is in the basement. Please enter through this well. Oh, we do need it. That's already it with the mana, right? Okay. Please enter through it to get to the basement of Viper Manor. Yes, that's the plan. And somewhere around here is something. Looks like you can push it. Yeah, I found that out already. Mithril helmet. That was one push. Which is not enough, though. The ladder leading to the prison is up ahead, sir. Okay, won't let us push this barrel. Thanks for nothing. But we can get through here now. Oh, we can't get past that barrel. Oh well. Sir! Sir, nose up the ladder, sir. The mansion is completely devastated. Oh boy. It's locked. It's locked. Does the mana key work? No, of course not. You'll find Sonorous in here. This seems to be the only accessible room. Well then, hello, Sir Norris. Sir Lynx, it has been a while, sir. As you can see, the manor is in shambles. There's still no sign of the general or the others. We are still investigating the area, but it appears that the frozen flame is not here. Sir? Are you really Sir Lynx? You seem different than I remember. You are correct. This man is not Lynx. Excuse me, sir, but who might you be? I am Radius, a dragoon, although I have been retired for 4 years. So you are Radius, one of the former 4 Devas. It is an honor to meet you, sir. I believe you, sir, but it's still hard to accept that this man is not Sir Lynx. He may look like Lynx, but his spirit is that of another. That is quite strange, if I may say so. It is up to you what you want to believe. So, what business do you have with Lynx? Have you uncovered anything about the disappearance of the general? You will be doing us a great favor by telling us what you know. Very well, I will tell you what I know. I tell you what I know, what I really know. It was actually Sir Lynx who approached us about the existence of the frozen flame in El Nido. Being from the main continent, we had doubted its very existence, so I was sent to the El Nido archipelago as a spy. I had narrowed down the location to Viper Manor, but it appeared as though General Viper and his men were in search of it as well. Eventually, I was called back to Porro, but it was then that I heard General Viper and his men had disappeared and that the manor had been destroyed. I heard only recently that there is good evidence the general and his men headed to the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea is an ocean located to the east, surrounded by coral. It used to be called the Sea of Eden, but even then, not many dared enter. We investigated the area, but with no avail. We could find no entrance. It is you, Sir Lynx, who wish to change this distorted world using the frozen flame. Oh la la, such grand dreams, Monsieur Lynx. Hold your tongue. Is it? So, the Dead Sea. That ocean was called the Sea of Eden until 3 years ago. This may just be the clue we were looking for. Once we uncover Lynx's plans, it should be easy enough to counter them. Are you planning to go to the Dead Sea? There's no way to get in there. We searched all over for an entrance, but to no avail. No one knows anything about one either. Yes, I doubt you will be able to get in. I'm sure the demi-humans of Marbiel know something about this, but they detest humans. Especially those from the main continent. Perhaps they would give us a hint if we were to go with you. Then, may I join you, sir? I want to know. I want to know if the frozen flame really exists, and about everything that has happened here. What about you? Moi? But of course, I will follow this, Monsieur Lynx. The other one is no longer Monsieur Lynx. There's a military boat docked in Termina. Let us use that. Norris enlisted in your party. What was his color, though? Is he blue or red? He's yellow. Yeah, that won't be good in my party, so we'll keep it like this. I like covering all the elements. But Zappa, I mean, don't have anything against Zappa, but I do like using younger characters. Just gonna be honest. Zut. Nothing in there. Whoa, that sounded strange. I'm on lookout duty, watching for duty. Watching for suspicious chips. Yeah. Chips in the ocean. Chips ahoy, I guess. Don't bother me. Okay, we can search that ship up. Probably nothing special happening. Only military personnel are allowed on this boat. Maybe you shouldn't put it as open as it is then. But there, we have a boat now in this world too. Board the boat? Okay, let's go! Now, if we had Poshul, we could get another character. We don't have Poshul though. We could explore some things, but I think there's no real use to that. But I want to quickly have a look at this. There. We need Poshul for this. Impossible for a human to pull out. Well, I am not a human right now. So... yeah. This looks pretty good for nobody really living here. An energizer suit. Wait a minute, that sounds kind of good. What do you do? Automatically recovers HP. Nice, I love stuff like that. Our defense is going down by 2, or evasion by 3%, and a magic defense by 3, though. I can live with that. Here, have the Mithril vest. That was good coming here. Automatic HP recovery, that's I always like that. So I do know that the Isle of the Damned is no use. Is there something we could do? We could try the El Nido Triangle or the Sky Dragon Isle. Go in? Yes. Okay. We can actually go in. And the fish are enemies. This game is actually where I learned that you call it a school of fish. Not from this enemy, but another enemy here, which is called, well, school of fish. I didn't know that before this. 104 damage. Maybe it's a bit early to come here. Let's see how fast we can beat these. I mean, they do a lot of damage, sure, but if they go down fast, this is fine. Oh, well, okay, it's not that bad. They're down pretty fast, actually. That boomerang totally looks not like the boomerang he was given. Alright, with the boomerang, the last attack hits all. No modifying painting doesn't. This against single enemy. Yeah, let's go with Meteor Shower. We can have a look at his text later. Okay, fatigued, huh? Good. Let's try 69%. And he hit! Okay, this seems hard. But maybe we can. I mean, we have to defeat those now. We couldn't do anything about that. They were at the same place here. And this is the school of fish. I learned it. Schoolmates? No, I'm pretty sure they were called School of Fish back then. They seem to have changed that. I have a vibrant memory of that. You need to check that now. Googling Chrono Cross School of Fish seems weird, but oh well. They aren't as strong, so I think we are fine here. Oh, you missed? Seriously? Come on. Well then, let's use Fire Pillar. Hammer Throw. Oh no, let's Magma Burst. That should be better. So... Always has been.
Called tropics in Japanese.
Tropics?
They resemble fish found in tropical waters.
I mean, this whole game is in tropical islands, so...
Yeah, sure, but
makes sense.
these fish especially resemble them.
Okay. Can we get past them? That's good. Mithril, okay. No, we go down there. I don't know why we can breathe underwater. But we can, apparently. Why am I No, we were at the water's surface and we're going down, so this has to be underwater. It's not just looking like it or something like that. It is underwater, definitely. Okay. Whoa. Okay, one more chest to go. And get out of here. And yes, with this remaster, I know we could technically just turn off battles. Ah, that seems cheap. I only would do that when, like, we have to retrace something, stuff like that. This is normal dungeoneering, though. You know, with this we can have a look at his level 3 tech. Jump throw. He jumps and throws. I mean, what did you expect? Whoa! What was that eel creature in the back there? Ooh. I want to fight that. Oh damn, we have to defeat all of them here. They have pins at us. Yeah, let's go with Arrow Blaster. What is that sound after each battle? That's strange. Why is there that sound? What is that telling me? Huh. Strange. Okay, don't you have magma? Meteor shower, right? We have meteor shower. Sure, they are blue enemies. Red is doing more damage technically, but the level difference from magma bomb to meteor shower is just bigger. But they still survived it. Yeah, hammer away. I like the design of this hammer. Kind of looks like one of those squeaky hammers, but it is full on metal. Wait, another one? Okay. Well then, here we go. Oh, you missed. That's not good. Well then, in that case, magma bomb it is. Boing, boing. Could you please not miss? You completely missed everything. Van? Bad. At least hit the last hit. Thank you. 9 damage. Wow. So much. Okay, in that case, hammer blow. At least we can see his level 3 tech. Hammer blow is a blow with a hammer. Ah, not really. It's doing a fiery pillar stuff thingy. Now, feral cats might kill both of them off. If we're lucky. We'll see. Yes. Perfect. This should be it, though. Yes, this was it. And we got that star fragment. Is that something to equip? I think not, actually. Apparently, it should be. It's not in here. There it is. Okay, perfect. And I know we have some strange characters already, but we are going to get one of the more stranger ones even. If that is possible right now. Not completely sure if it is. We'll see. For that we have to go to Skydrang Isle. It's over here. Okay, let's talk to those. We've been warned not to go near this place, but we came anyway. We adventurers get all fired up when they tell us not to go somewhere. One of those strange creatures. This is the land where the Sky Dragon resides, but after the dragon disappeared, a gigantic monster moved in. It took away the star fragment I had worked so hard to get. Well, if I wouldn't have had it, the monster would have taken my life instead. Star fragment, huh? What we just got, right? Perhaps this could be the site of the ancient Dragonites. Also, we know this place from around us. There! Something's running. What is that? There's a gigantic monster here. It seems that the monster won't attack you if you don't have a star fragment. But I do. It's empty. Look! Give me the star fragment! An alien! Oh no! Why does the alien stay inside his spaceship? Because if we would go outside, he would be an ill out. I mean, let's go with free fall, right? Mega Starkey. Boing. Doing. That was a ton of damage. It's shooting at me. So, should we do wet paint? Yes, let's do wet paint just to see it. There it is. Did we just get 3 blacks? Okay, this is awesome. If it stays that way until Link's turn is on, that actually would be perfect. So, let's go with black. If we had a black summon, oh boy. That would do a ton of damage. Of course, it's doing radiation. Cancelling our black field effect. Oh well. Oh well. I wouldn't count too much on those field effects. It's good if you can pull them off. They're not totally uber or something, so... If they are there, use them, but don't aim too much for them. It's not worth it. So, Arrow Blaster. Why is Zappa's stamina not full? That is strange. Oh well. Magma Burst. Burst the magma. Also, Lynx is not full as well. What happened there? Oh, meteorite. On to Lynx, of course. But only 49 damage. That is so low for an innate white against an innate black. Yeah, feral cats. We want to use feral cats. Go meow. Perfect. And you do... I guess we don't need to heal. So Ice Blast. Let's go with Ice Blast. And you just defend. Something happened to our stamina which made it strange, so... Let's get that sorted out. Meteor Shower, huh? There we go. Didn't do all that much damage, but I think Van should heal. Lynx doesn't look so hot right now. So, heal all +1. Should bring us back to health. Yeah, this looks good. Oh, you can heal yourself, huh? 38 damage repaired. Oh, that's not that much. Let's go with Hammer Blow. Ah, he's on his knees. Graviton, here we come. Around 100 damage. Oh, Zappa's fatigue. That's what the stamina problem is. Okay. That explains that. Bush Basher! And you do... Magma Burst, I guess. Perfect. And then we go with Gravity Blow. Boom. Okay, he still has more to go. Yeah, with those levels, we just attack. Ah, everyone at 7. Ultra Nova. That is strong. Lynx hopefully survives this. Ooh, barely. But we have one now. Perfect. Perfect. Negate magic. Well, okay. So, the real body of the monster was this small? Nah, 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 nah. Whoop, baby. Whoop, pipey. Star fragment mine. Catch him with A. Whoops, I missed that. I got caught, you win. Who are you? I come from faraway stars. But Starkey's ship fall from sky. Star fragment is Starkey's ship fragment. The ship turned to fragments after crash. So, that's why you were collecting fragments? If we're lucky, your ship might still be intact in the other world. Really? Whoopee! Starkey will come with you. Starkey joined your party. However you should pronounce this. So we got an alien in our party now. He is, by the way, a white element. Okay. Well done. Off to Mabio. Wait, no. There's something we need to do first. That's important. We have to do this as Lynx. Also, maybe we are... Huh. Are you still fine to go a bit? Or...
Yeah.
I mean, you need to wake up early tomorrow. Because I can go further. Gonna explore a bit. Medical science has its limits. I do not have the power to save her. Damn it. We're sorry. We can only allow family members of the patient into the back room. Please understand. I wonder who lies in that back room. Maybe someone we know? Ever since the merchant ships arrived, my shop has been struggling. Why are outsiders so cold toward us demi-humans? But in terms of passion for work, I won't lose to anyone. So, you can forge us some weapons, huh? with the mithril we are at right now, I'm gonna forge the dagger so we have it when the time comes. Now let's see if we can do anything. Yeah, it's not really helpful. Yeah, the mails are fine, the accessories are fine as well. This place has been getting a lot of visitors lately. I don't know if that's beneficial for the village, though. Oh, if you have any elements you don't need, I'll trade you for materials. Okay, let's see what you have. Eyeball, human feather, scale fur, leather fang, carapace, screw seed. Yeah, that's fine. You have a pretty good collection. Still, you're better off just trading the unneeded ones rather than keeping them. Oh, what's this? Did you come from mainland as well? I've got nothing to sell to my business rivals. See ya. Boss too lazy. Me demi-human, but not strong. Boss not have enough guts. Phew, I'm all worn out. God, he works like a madman. How can he keep it up? Doesn't he ever rest? I think there's a bit of a misconception between those two. One thinking humans are way stronger than they actually are, and one thinking demi-humans are a lot weaker than they are. Say, have you heard? An ancient Dragonian artifact called the Dragon Tears enshrined somewhere in this village. Far east from here, there's an area called the Dead Sea that's covered by thick clouds all year long. The strange thing about it is that there's no way in. Poisonous coral surrounds the whole area. Remember him? Yo, it's a mighty small shop, but ain't it a great place to kick back? Okay, I was right. We are in the wrong world for what I was about to do here. Oh well. We should still check it out now that we're here. The beauty that is nature and the sea, the inherited law of the dragon god, how inspiring. But this world will someday be washed away by the waves of time to disappear forever. Yeah, that kind of happens. Probably, likely, but that would probably take quite a couple of million years. You halt. Judging by your appearance, you are foreign-born. For reasons we will not explain, foreigners are not allowed to enter the tower. Please leave the premises at once. Okay. You can keep your tower. We're not stocked well compared to the city, but we have some rare elements you might find interesting. Let me browse. What do you have? Nostrum, huh? Let's get 99 of those. Refill our healing stuff. Oh, that's fine. Purify, recover all. 99. Oh yeah, okay. That's... Detects your opponent's HP data. Genius. So this is all just... stuff for stats, yeah. I'm not much of a buffer in games like this. It really depends on the game, but for this, yeah. You're travelers, aren't you? Have you guys heard about the Star Fragment? Star Fragment? The sea near Triplet Isles, locals call the El Nido Triangle. In that area you can find pretty star-shaped stones. That's why they're called Star Fragments. They don't have much value other than being pretty, but I believe they bring good luck to their bearers. That's why I'm carrying one around like this. Going off the subject, this El Nido Triangle is a strange place. If you go a little underwater, there's a layer of air where you can actually walk around just like on land. You'll be surprised. Oh, so that's how that works. Can't show him the Star Fragment. Well then. let's just leave. Like Rief the Leaf. Okay. Look, it's Matcha. Oh, who might you be? One of Koch's friends? Strange, I don't recognize your faces. I usually remember all of his friends who come around here, but... Oh well, no use wondering about such stuff. It's a small house, but feel right at home. My son's upstairs if you need him. Huh? Who are you guys? Don't you go walking into other people's homes without permission? Huh? Search? I don't know anyone by that name. Never mind. If there's nothing else, then get out of here. I don't want to know. I do know what those wires are for. I don't want to use them. They're not worth it. So let's go down here. Okay. Mel isn't here, it seems. But there is a secret behind here. Or not? Wasn't there a secret entrance? No, it was up there. Am I completely mistaken here? Well, we'll see. We'll have a look at this. Yeah, I was right. It had tablet inside, which we can't use. Can't carry any more of right now. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Well then. You look like there's something strange. Off to Marbule it is. What? Then you have to patch that. Okay, but before we go to Marbule, I need to stream for the porcelain audience first. What? Can you put the BRB on? And we're back. Off on our way to Marbule. Let's go. Is there something over here? Check. No, you can just go there because... world building? Oh, this is strange, right? A monster. But it's see-through. There's a bed! Wait, is that a bed hung up to dry there, or is that made out of wood or something? It's hard to tell. You are loud. Meow. Meow. Huh? I didn't expect any visitors in this deserted village. Deserted, huh? Hmm? Hey, what's up, guys? Did you come here just to see the great explorer? Just kidding. Hear that music? I love this tune. Can you still play that? You learned that on guitar once. No. Yeah, I'll refresh it a bit. Huh? It's been over 10 years.
Yes.
You know what? This game would actually really benefit from Team Talk. I don't mean because you get a hint or something. It's just with that amount of characters. Of course, everyone's saying the same thing, sure, in their specific tone, probably. But because there are so many characters, it would be interesting to have Team Talk. And maybe sometimes, depending on where you are, somebody mentioning something special. So... should we leave? Can we use something here? Let's ice him. Not really. What am I forgetting here? Maybe there's something over here after all? No. Is there something in here? Am I missing something? I might ask you for a guide. They said I should go to Marbule. We cannot change worlds. I'm at Marbule and nothing happens. I talked to both of them twice. They don't say anything different the second time around. Yes, I did try that as well. There are monsters here, but they are see-through. strange.
Where are you?
Marbule. Bule.
Mule.
B-U-L-E.
Song. Homeworld.
Homeworld, yes.
Did you speak to Great Explorer Tuma?
Yes, twice, and he didn't say anything different. I'm gonna try this again. When I find him, there he is.
Learn about the crying in the night.
Oh, there! Now. Okay. Strange. Ask about this village. Marble used to belong to the demi-humans at one point. Demi-humans were originally located up in the northern region, but after porous colonization, they were forced out of the mainland and ended up here. But their bad luck continued. Marbule, with its rich element resources, became the target of element hunters. With nowhere else to go, most of the demi-humans left the village to work on the cruise ship as a Zelbus. They work as laborers and are treated like dirt. I feel really bad for them. Anyway, that's why you have this ghost town here. The rooms are still furnished, so feel free to spend the night if you're tired. Use the hut right by the entrance. Then we ask about the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea? Nobody would dare approach that place. I don't know the details, but I've heard that the place is cursed by the most hideous dragon. Everyone's afraid of defying this dragon god, but being the great explorer that I am, I plan to make an expedition there someday. Oh, you wanna know how to get inside the Dead Sea? Rumor has it there's only one way. Death's Door. The entrance is out there somewhere. Unfortunately, even I don't know where this door is. Let's see, who might know? Oh yeah, why not ask the sage aboard the cruise ship as a Zelbus? Ask about these monsters. Oh, these creepy monsters? I'm not too sure, but I believe they've been here a long time. You can see them, but they have no substance. You can't touch them, nor can they touch you, so there's no way to communicate. I think people call them the Black Nightmare. I guess they're like a bad dream. Maybe a song would wake them up. Haha, just kidding. Anyway, there's nothing we can do about them. Don't worry about it. And what's new? What's new? Oh yeah, I heard a rumor that you can hear a woman crying at night. People think it's a ghost. I've been here several days now, but I've yet to encounter this ghost. Guess we're gonna spend the night. Would you like to rest? Yes. You hear voices outside. Check it out. Can you hear? Look there. It's a mermaid. What are you doing up at this hour? A mermaid? A homecoming, maybe. Oh, you say she was crying? A mermaid returns in the middle of the night crying. Actually, it could possibly be that mermaid who lost her singing voice. Mermaids are known to have beautiful voices and to sing about love and happiness. But mermaids are forbidden to sing songs about holding grudges against humans. If a mermaid breaks the taboo, she will lose her singing voice. I don't blame her, though. Who wouldn't hold a grudge after all that's been going on? You're heading to the Zelbus tomorrow, right? You should get some sleep. Oh, and don't forget to give your regards to Captain Fargo when you get there. He can be devious, so keep an eye on him. Remember Fargo? We met him once. But not in this world. The pirate captain, right? You know. Okay. The cruise ship SS Fargo. Excuse-moi. She has to say that, right? Excuse me, son of man. Will you be boarding the Zelbus? Take me with you. Yeah. These umlauts. I have no idea what they are going for, how you should pronounce this. Going from German? That doesn't make any sense, what she's saying here. There wouldn't be a difference. It just wouldn't work pronouncing it. So I'm just gonna give her a normal voice. Well, a normal accent, that is. Let us go. What's that? That's the character we take instead of Zappa. Cruise ship SS Zelbus. Look, it's Nikki. Of course, the other Nikki. Oh! It's not Nikki, it's Slash, remember? His Japanese name is Slash. I doubt they missed that. It probably was too much work to redo this background art. It was a bit harder doing that back then than nowadays. Harder is not really the right word, just more... How would you say it? Making games was more complicated back then. Let's just keep it at that, right? Of course, they could have done it back then, but yeah. Ah, what a life. I have absolutely nothing to do. Do you envy me? You're a loser. Hahaha, you're just jealous. I'm very sorry, but I'm forbidden to talk to passengers. I can't wait to see Nikki's concert. That ship you're looking at belongs to Nikki. He tours the world on that ship. Oh, Nikki, take me with you. She brings me a cocktail when I'm thirsty, give me a massage when I'm tense. Now this is what being on a cruise ship is all about. Okay, before we go towards Nikki... No, wait. Let's check it out. Can I please talk to you? I guess you cannot talk to her. Oh well. What about you? Have you guys been to an island called Marbio? It used to be a beautiful place where mermaids lived, but now it's infested by nasty-looking monsters. That's where all the demi-human workers on the ship are from. Ah, come on, don't look at me like that. The demi-humans say they're happy to just have jobs and receive food for wages. They say that. Who told you that they say that? You're not allowed up here. Only authorized personnel for Nikki's concert can get on. Not even cats! Not even cats! Too bad, because I am a cat, so... But remember that sentence of not even cats. That will be important in a bit. Meow. Nikki this and Nikki that. That's all I hear on this ship. What's the big deal anyway? Just a bunch of showy clothes and some even showier singing. The guy's not even ripped. I'm very sorry, but I'm forbidden to talk to passengers. I wish Nikki's concert was starting sooner. It took me 6 months to save enough money for this event. I had to sacrifice my daily coffee breaks. Oh, 9. Oh, no. But it'll be all worth it when I see Nikki in person. Imagine being an NPC, but not only being an NPC, but on top of that, you don't even get a model, but are just part of the background art. Right? Yeah. She didn't even get a model, she's just part of the background art. Look at her and at me. Oh, Nikki. Just looking at your poster makes my head spin. If I see you in person, I will probably faint. If that should happen, please, Nikki, squeeze me in your arms. And we know her as well, right? Ha! You're a strange threesome. I thought everyone here was here to see Nikki. You don't look like typical fans, though. Are you fans? No, we're not. You don't have to say that just to please me. I'm Miki. I'm the lead dancer for the Magical Dreamers. Nobody seems to understand the heart and soul of our performance. I want everyone to get goosebumps from the message we try to convey. We're not all about looks. I hope you understand that. We still haven't done a screenshot for the thumbnail. Kitchen, do not enter. Yes, stop! Oh man, every time I'm up, I lose. Greed will do that to you. Even if there's a 99% chance that you lose, you gotta bet on that 1%. The lower the odds of winning, the greater the excitement when you win. That's what gambling is all about. Come on, baby! Damn it, lost again. Yeah, and surely nothing like that is ever rigged, right? It's been quite some time, Irene. You've grown up. Fargo, you have not changed at all. You are still here drowning in memories of the past. What do you know? I lost everything when I lost Zelbus. That is untrue. Oh, she's supposed to be kinda German? The first word is not German, but ist is basically is in German. It doesn't make sense what they are doing with her here. That is untrue. My sister left hope. A treasure that may one day bring humans and demi-humans together. You mean Nikki? Yes, and his sister, Marcy. You remember Marcy, right? They are family of her, so they are half mermaids. That child died with Zelbus when Lucia. You do not know anything, do you? Or you refuse to know? You only remember that of the past, which is favorable for you. Lucia tried to save my sister Zelbus, but she was only able to save the baby, Marcy. Lucia felt responsible and has supported Marcy from a distance throughout her life. Look at you now. Where is the old you, who had the passion and desire to build a new world with my sister? I told you, the old me is dead. Now what do you want? I don't need to be lectured by you. Understood. Let me get to the point. You have taken away the song of the demi-humans. In other words, we would like you to free the sage. I see, but why? You know that song too, don't you? Do not feign ignorance, Fargo. You should know better. Only when the song is sung by one with special power can the effects be brought into full play. My sister Zelbus is dead, and you have taken away the sage. Marbiel no longer has its true power without that song. Marbiel is now a nesting ground for evil dream spirits. Interesting, but so what? I don't want outsiders in Marbiel. That suits me just fine. How much longer are you going to be stubborn? The Mabio you once knew is no longer there. You will only find a nightmare. Open your eyes to reality. I'm not releasing the sage, no matter what you say. Fine, I will not beseech you. I will not give up on the restoration of Mabio. I will continue to strive to make my sister's dream come true. Hey, you're a new face. Relax and stay a while. The ship belongs to me, myself, and I. I want everyone to enjoy themselves, courtesy of me. Stay as long as you like. Huh. Well, let's explore the ship further. It's 100 G per stay. The bed's really comfortable. Oh, no, thank you. I don't need resting right now. Welcome. Please enjoy the Snef family show. What kind of show is this? Let's see what Snef can do. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Snef's fantastic magic show. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to volunteer for this next trick? How about you, young lady? Who, me? Well, it does seem like fun, but you're not going to slice me in two or stick knives into me, are you? Nothing to worry about, young lady. You're in good hands with Snef. Wouldn't you trust this face? Now, please step up to the stage. Here goes nothing. Now, what is your name? Jill. Well, let's start off with something simple. Jill, you are going to walk on air. You're feeling lighter, Jill. Very light. 1, 2, 3. And now for the main event. Jill, you will now become a chair. You will be able to withstand any weight. 1, 2, 3. That's not a chair. See? No strings. She's even able to support a fatso like him. Okay then, it's about time we brought Jill back. 1, 2, 3. So, how was it, Jill? It felt like I had no control over my body, but it didn't hurt one bit. It was very strange. Thank you very much for your assistance. You're a phony! You and her probably had this all planned out. You don't believe in magic? Looks like I have something to prove to you. Step up to the stage. Sure, go ahead and do what you want. I know there's a trick. Your real-life wire. What's your name? It's Jack. Jack and Jill. And they are not in cohorts with him, huh? Well then, Jack. Seeing as you seem to be impatient to see some real magic, there's one of my favorites. I will turn you into a cat. I call it catamorphosis. 1, 2, 3. Damn it, that was too late. So, what do you think? That worked. Don't be afraid. I'll change you back to normal. 1, 2, 3. Do you believe me now, Jack? Thank you very much for your assistance. I hope everyone enjoyed the show. That's about it for today. Until next time. Bye. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Stage performers only. Please, no autographs. Through this door is the Grand Slam, where only the chosen one can participate. I can't let you through without the captain's permission. Excuse me, but I need to get to work. Please let me through. Ask about the Marbule Sage. We're looking for the Sage of Marbule. Do you know anything? I don't believe he's here. Try elsewhere now. Please, I have to get to work. Hey, at least we get fed, you know. I don't think it's all that bad. Please, don't make me work overtime today. I want to go home. Do you know what's happening in Marbule? It's as beautiful as ever. Good. I wish I could go back there one day. Hey, do you know how this ship got its name? No, tell me. Okay, sure. There once was a beautiful love that flourished in Marbule. A love between a man and a human and a mermaid. The mermaid's name was Zelbus. She was Irene's sister. And the human was... I'm sure you find it hard to believe, but it was Fargo. He used to be such a nice man. What made him change? The death of a loved one can really change you, I guess. I have to mop the floors. Let me through. Alright, go. Don't slack off. That old man used to be the leader of Marbule, but now he's down in the dumps, mopping the floors of the Zelbus. Through this door is the Grand Slam, a world where the weak are victims of the strong. Power is justice, just what the captain preaches. Anyway, I'll let you through if you get the captain's permission. Guess we're gonna go do that now, then, right? We'd like to get through to the Grand Slam. Oh, the Grand Slam, huh? So you're out for blood. Tell me, where did your folks come from? Marbule. What? Marbule? What are you doing here, anyway? We're looking for the Sage of Marbule. Well, well, well. I'm sorry, but there's no one of that sort aboard the Zelbus. Plus, I don't want strangers ruining my fun on my ship. Sorry, I can't grant you access. Maybe we shouldn't have told him like that. But that wouldn't be fun now, would it? The foundation of the Zelbus is entertainment. What do you say you try your luck? Try your luck? That's right. There's a casino down below. We'll have a little show down there. If you win, I'll give you access to the Grand Slam. But if you lose, how about you give me a boat docked by the entrance? Well, what do you say? Let's do it. Good, that's the spirit. I'll meet you down at the casino. Don't chicken out now. Well then. Casino time. No, not again. Give it up, old man Snaff. You don't have what it takes. Just keep doing your shows, that's all. No. One of these days, I'm gonna slap your dirty face with a wad of cash and get the hell off of the ship. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look who's here. That old man has built up quite a debt from this casino, so now I own him. I suggest you don't let the same happen to you. Excuse me, everyone. May I have your attention, please? I need to have a private game with these folks. Would you mind leaving us alone for a while? I'll clear any debts you may have. Are you serious, Captain? Did I stutter? Alright. I mean, I would too. The captain is G-O-D. Better watch it. Take it easy on them, Captain. Thanks, everyone. I'll be done soon. Okay, then, let's begin. The usual, Captain. Yes, sudden death. The rules are simple. Press A after the dealer spins the compass. We'll alternate turns. The pointer will stop on north, east, south, or west. Should the pointer stop on south, where it stands now, you'll lose. Simple game, isn't it? Just don't make the pointer stop on south. It's a game of luck rather than skill. Okay, then I'll go first. You're up. Luck of the devil. Here we go. You're up. And by now I should probably... Okay, got east. He just needs to get south. He got east as well. And we have lost. You've got ways to go before you can beat me. Well, then it looks like you owe me a boat. Don't hold a grudge. I won that game fair and square. I guess that means you'll have to swim back. So what now? We don't even have a boat anymore. But I think we need to sleep. Oh yeah, right. Oh, sorry about that. Didn't realize I had a customer. Please do excuse me. So what can I do for you? Alright, we don't need to sleep. We need to see this. Hey, don't go up there. That's all we need. Right above this inn is the casino where we played Fargo. Something's fishy. If only we could move around freely like that cat. I mean, you probably get what we have to do right now, right? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Snef's fantastic magic show. How about we start off with catamorphosis today? Do I have a volunteer from the audience? Me, here, I. Would you like to volunteer? Sure. Excellent. Please step up to the stage. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Bye-bye. Nuff, where do you think you're going? Okay, I think this is perfect to stop for today. Because after we do some more stuff, the story will... There will be a lot of story. Also, with the title I have, where I say I have to get my buddy back. Is that a ball of yarn? We were turned from a cat into a cat, which makes this beautiful. So we have saved. We have saved. It's important that I say that because then I remember I did it. And we will look for someone to raid. Raid, raid, raid. Okay. So, yeah.
It seems Noah's holding a concert.
Nu is holding a concert again. Okay, somebody else?
And Buckermuth.
Okay.
No one else.
Well then, let's go with Nu. Go with Nu. Let's go with Nu. Friend of the show, Nu Evangelion Gaming.
Yeah.
And if you're over there, leave him a follow or whatever you want. He's a good guy. He earned that.
So, are you ready to say
I am ready. Well, I hope you enjoyed this stream, and I hope to see you again when we continue this game or any of the other games, playing every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And soon, from the 29th, that's a Friday actually, the Monday after that, also on Mondays, where Digimon Survive comes out. Also, check out the links to my Twitter. What is that other thing called with the pictures? Instagram? I completely forgot the name. And YouTube, where I uploaded a video today about who the creator behind Digimon is. Pretty interesting. So click on those and, well, hope to see you again. And bye-bye.